Ladies and gentlemen, it is your high guy, your fly guy, the truth from the booth, B.I. Double, bringing you not only this week's edition of Monday Mayhem, but the final Monday Mayhem of the season. We are less than a week away from Smokeout. Rivalries will be culminated. Championships will be defended. A legend will say goodbye. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. So talking is over. We're getting right into the action. And after what's happened the last few weeks, the rivalry between Hollywood and Liz is on a whole nother level. We have seen superplexes to the outside. We have seen RVD style corkscrews in this women's division. We have seen moonsaults to the floor. This, that, and the third. But there is nothing more brutal in this women's division besides what Valkyrie did to TJ Ramirez last week. That's another story. She's okay. Well, as okay as you can be. There was a concussion. There's some whiplash. There's a couple of strained muscles on the side of the neck. TJ will be missing Smokeout. If all goes well, she will be back for season 2. She's a strong woman. We know this. So she's going to work hard to get back. Just got to make sure that neck's not going to give her any trouble in the future, because she has had issues with it in the past. But she's okay. She's walking. Just a little messed up. So we're getting into technically the second craziest thing in the women's division, which is weird because it's for the belt. And these two, who have absolutely put on a show everywhere in the world, every city we go to. Now we're going to Canada to continue this rivalry. Montreal on fire. I still want a fuzzy selfie stick. As the women's champion awaits her contender. One last matchup before Smokeout. And the beauty to Bakes Beast makes her way to the ring. We get ready to start the show opening contest. Holly not even taking off the jacket. We're going in. Bell rings and we lock up to start the show. Holly grabs a hold of that side headlock, snaps her down to the mat, holds on tight. Right hand right to the forehead of Liz. Backs her into the corner. Ref going to look for a break. I don't know if we're going to get a clean break here. No clean break. Liz with the right hand. Little bit of payback. Liz now with that arm wringer. Kicking out the knee for the extra leverage there. Working on the arm bar. Holly able to slip out to the jacket. You can't grip it. Go behind there. Standing switch by Holly. Holds on to the body lock. Takes her down. Liz tries to scurry to the corner. Just a flurry of fists there from Holly. And a nasty knee strike. Holly playing no games here. Liz fighting from the ground. Holly throwing those kicks. Holly did pick up the victory last time they were in the ring. Now Liz throwing some kicks of her own. Follows it up with the big strikes. Blocked by Holly. Front face lock. Walks her into the center of the ring. Has her hooked. Fisherman suplex. No bridge. Pulls her into the center. Hooks the leg. Liz out at 2. Now a rake of the eyes there from Holly. These two women do not like each other in the least. Puts her up top. Got to think she was thinking Frankenstein, or we've seen in the past. Liz using that kick and then follows it with a missile dropkick from the top. We've seen both of these women go extremely high risk in their previous matches. We'll see what happens today as Liz whips her around, takes her down with, with the snapmare, goes for the knee. Holly out of the way. Ducks it, but gets caught with a discus lariat. Holly laid out. Holly able to kick out at 2 there. Liz has her hooked. Up. There's a knee from Holly. Reverses out. Shoves her back. We've seen this. Big roundhouse kick. Flattens Liz. Down. Liz able to kick out at 2. Both of these women throwing heavy shots early. Shoulder tackle takes Holly down to the mat. Holly rolls that shoulder at 2. Just bulldozed through her right there with that shoulder. Caught her. Standing sliced bread right by the ropes. This is how she won their last match. And picks up the victory the exact same way. Right next to the ropes with that standing sliced bread, hooking both legs. Liz is now down 2 matches leading into Smokeout. There you see Holly look like she was going for an ankle pick and got caught with that lariat. Right here, got to think she was thinking cradle DDT. That reversal from the knee. Push back right into the roundhouse kick. Right behind the ear, just flattens Liz. Right there, nasty shoulder tackle, takes her down, immediately falls into the cover. And the resiliency of Holly as she gets to her feet, right into that standing sliced bread. Hooking both legs, nowhere for Liz to go. Holly celebrates this victory. taking that momentum into Smokeout this Friday. Big victory to start the show as we get set for our next matchup. And they keep secrets from me sometimes. I don't even know what's next. I don't have a sheet to read like some of these other guys, or all of these other guys, to be honest. But what we have is a triple threat match in the Super Junior division as two former champions, Isaiah the Hammer Harris and Dynamite. Haven't seen Dynamite in a while, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Also, Trevor Nixon, who has been dubbed the king of the triple threats because he's won more of them than anybody else in that division, but is the only man in this match to not have that champion at one point in time. Nixon will be looking for that 1976. Dynamite, of course, that nasty critical elbow. And Isaiah Harris, the nail in the coffin. The double knee gutbuster followed by that running boot right to the mush. Can I just say that I'm always excited when we have triple threat Super Junior matches. They're always amazing. As Nixon makes his way out. Doing my best trying not to talk over these entrances, even though I'm currently talking over an entrance. It's ridiculous like that. As Nixon awaits his opponents in the center of the ring. And Isaiah Harris makes his way into the arena. And he looks ready for war tonight. Isaiah Harris won his opportunity at the Super Junior Championship by winning a triple threat. As we said earlier, Nixon, of course, has won multiple triple threats. But Dynamite might just have the gas tank to outlast them all, as he earned his championship by winning the Super Junior World Cup, going through the entire tournament and then defeating Zero in the finals. And Dynamite is here, still rocking that trophy on the trunks. He may no longer have the title, but no one can take that away from him. The winner of our first ever Super Junior World Cup. And I am happy to announce that that was not a one-time thing. We have our Super Junior World Cup scheduled for Season 2. We'll have exact dates and times during our kickoff in January. We'll let you know when everything's going to happen. But it is officially coming back. And this man will be in that tournament to defend his spot. It's Nixon versus Harris versus Dynamite. Triple threat match starts now. And Harris, right after Nixon, lifts him belly to back style into the backbreaker. Harris looking to get some toys for the match. Dynamite kick to the back there on Nixon. Now Harris giving everybody a taste of the sledgehammer, and that sounded way dirtier than it should have. Now wearing out Nixon. Dynamite up top, goes for the splash. No water in the pool. Has him hooked. Nice vertical suplex there from Dynamite. Harris, he's the hammer for a reason, folks. And he is proving it. Just dropping that sledge on both competitors. I don't know how Nixon's back on his feet after the beating he just took. And now, speaking of dropping the hammer, back of the neck right on the sledge. Nixon there to kick it out. Has him hooked. Snaps off that brainbuster. Dynamite sends that sledgehammer out of the ring. He's seen about enough of that tonight. Whipped into the corner by Nixon. Then turns his attention there to Harris. Up on the shoulders. Drops him down. Alarm clock style kick. Goes for the clothesline. Ducks it. There's a forearm. There's the second. Dynamite looking to build some momentum here. Ducks the clothesline. Spinebuster coming back off the ropes. Harris back to his feet now. Turns his attention back to Nixon in the corner, but gets caught by Dynamite. Rule number one, always be looking. There's the critical elbow. Down for the count. Nixon back to his feet. Butterflies those arms. Bridging butterfly suplex. Beautifully done. Harris there to break it up before we can get a count. Harris goes for the grapple, gets caught with that knife edge chop, followed up with a combo there. Nixon on fire, might be looking for that kick one more time. Right to the side of the head. Did not see Isaiah waiting. There's the double knee gut buster, looking for the kick. The nail in the coffin. Turns around, falls into the cover, but Dynamite back on his feet. Breaks it up at one. Belly to back suplex. Harris is on fire. Springboards into that back elbow. And a leg drop combo almost. He caught both men. Nixon able to block that strike. Sends him into the corner. Back elbow out though. Harris looking to prove something here tonight. There's another butterfly suplex, release style this time. And a C4 out of nowhere. This is how he won the championship and the tournament. And Isaiah back on his feet to break it at two. Snap suplex from the hammer, floats over into the cover. Not even a one count before Dynamite's able to kick out. Nixon back up, spinning back fist. Takes Dynamite off his feet. These three men working with something to prove here. Into the cover. Harris there to break it up. Kick right to the spine. Caught by Nixon though. Perfect belly to back suplex. He's looking to set up that 1976. Has him hooked. Plants him. Dynamite still trying to make it to his feet. Ref down for the count. And Harris able to kick out at 2.5. Nixon almost stealing one here. Sent into the corner. Dynamite with that right hand. Leaping clothesline off the second rope. Falls into the cover. Harris taking a little breather before breaking up. Knife edge chop from the Hammer. Drop kick puts Dynamite down. Nixon back to his feet. Fireman's carry takeover from Dynamite. All three men back on their feet now. Drop kick to the knee, followed by a clothesline. There's a second. Ducks it. Kick right to the face. Nixon trying to take over here. Turns his attention to Dynamite. Dynamite has him hooked. Going for that neck breaker. Plants him. Dynamite, the only man on his feet right now, needs to take advantage of the situation. Falls into the cover. Hooks that leg. Ref down for the count. Nixon out at 2. Isaiah back to his feet now. Turns his attention to Dynamite, looking for the nail in the coffin one more time. And Nixon there to cut him off before hooking him with that 1976. But Dynamite right there. I personally feel that Nixon should have slid out of the way, let him hit that kick, and then caught him. Would have been a guaranteed victory. Inverted exploder suplex from Harris. Got caught taunting. Snaps off that brainbuster one more time. Nixon looking to inflict damage. What's he thinking here? Knife edge chop, nasty super kick, puts him down. Dynamite still on the mat. Nixon pulls him to his feet, sends him into that corner. Harris still down, rolls up to his feet away from that stomp. Sent over the ropes, right hand puts him on the floor. Dynamite's going for the clothesline. Nixon smart, jumps to the outside. Boot fighting from the ground there is Harris. Dynamite with Harris now, sends him into Nixon. Knife edge chop. Harris getting ping pong between the two. Elbow. Dynamite slides in. There's the leg drop from Nixon. Dynamite pulls Harris to his feet. Critical elbow. Into the cover. And Nixon was going outside to get a weapon. I don't think he's going to make it back in time. Harris kicks out at 2.5. 2 3/4 even. Backdrop driver there from Nixon. Nixon thinking about flying. Harris to the outside, possibly looking for another weapon. Rolling senton, swanton even, into the cover. And a chair's going to break all that up. Nixon back to his feet, gets caught with that chair. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Let's say it again. Nasty forearm into the spinning back fist. Looking for dropping the hammer. Slides over the shoulders. Nixon looking to steal it here tonight. And if he doesn't steal the match, he's damn sure stealing the show. Pulls him down into that armbar. All that torque. Harris there to break it up. Has him by the back of the neck. European uppercut to the base of the spine. And there's a C4 out of nowhere. Busted open. Dynamite might win this thing. And the man who won the Super Junior World Cup does it again. Proving he is still one of, if not the top Super Junior competitor in this company. There's that splash. Did not get all of it. And then, of course, the hammer. Beating the bejesus out of both competitors with that sledge. Would go right in and drop the hammer on Dynamite. Catches him out of midair with that deadlift bridging German. Things were looking good for Nixon throughout this match. There's that bridging butterfly suplex. And then right here, going for the armbar. Harris would break. European uppercut right to the base of the skull. And before he knew what was happening, a C4 onto the chair. Harris, technically, I don't know if you can consider that a pin. His shoulder wasn't on the mat. It was on the chair. All that matters, Dynamite walking out of here bloody, broken, and a winner. Because that's what this kid does. Proves himself time and time again. We look forward to what these three men will bring in Season 2. As we get set for our next matchup of the evening. After what happened to Damian Fuerte being forced to compete in that 2-on-1 handicap match, Blanco Guerrero, his longtime friend and partner, looking to get a measure of revenge on Steve Taylor here. This rivalry has happened before in the past. They have had a match this season not that long ago. But now there's some added incentive for Blanco. Cesar Gonzalez and Fuerte have been banned from ringside. Haven't heard anything about Mike Morgan being banned from ringside, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. Although I'm pretty sure Mike Morgan's also not in Montreal. He got in some problems here a long time ago. They don't like him around here. The big Saskatchewan goof. So it looks like we will get the one-on-one contest. As Steve Taylor heads to the ring representing that triple threat purple. As we await his opponent, we get a shot of the German announce team, Hans, Franz, and Michel on the outside. I, for one, am safe away from the action. And the man affectionately referred to as Blanco Cinco, which is a great nickname when you say it, but when you break it down, White 5 is kind of weird. So we'll stick with Blanco Guerrero. A man who made his name in Mexico, even though he's not Mexican. Almost has a Jack Evans-like appeal to him. And again, who's to say that's not really Jack Evans? We'll find out one day. Steve Taylor, Blanco Guerrero, one-on-one, trying to get the advantage for either side. Los Reyes versus Triple Threat will happen at Smokeout. As he gets backed into the ropes, ref's going to look for the break. And we actually get a clean break, and I didn't see that coming. So they lock up one more time, go behind there by Steve as he uses that strength, puts him on the mat right into the side headlock. Right hand to Blanco, both men back to their feet. Blanco shaking it off, lock up one more time. Goes right to the back. Breaks the grip, standing switch there by Blanco. Waistlock takeover, holds on, trying to apply the pressure to the ribs. Pulls him to his feet and throws him down to the mat. We get one more lockup. And again, Steve Taylor goes behind, holds on to the body lock. Modified arm drag out from Blanco. Steve looking to put him on those ropes. Shoots him off opposite side. Blanco, fireman's carry takeover on the way back. Back to his feet. There's the Frankensteiner takeover. No pin, though. Knows it's too early. Doesn't want to waste the time. Steve on his way back up. There's a jawbreaker counter. He's going for that low swinging neck breaker we've seen in the past. Blanco able to shrug him off into the Northern Lights. Too close to the ropes. Doesn't risk the bridge. Blanco going to have to use that speed and agility. Steve, on the other hand, has a slight strength advantage, but also a better technical wrestler. Over the shoulder judo toss. Gets pulled back to his feet. Short arm shoulder tackle by Blanco. Steve using that leg strength. Kicks Blanco away into the ropes. Falls flat to the mat. Overhead forearm by Steve now. Turns him around. Standing switch. Kicks out the knee. Blanco. No. Standing switch. Overhead forearm this time by Steve. Back and forth action. Snapmares him over. Off the ropes. Runs through. There's the big boot from Taylor. We've seen that nasty, aggressive streak from Steve Taylor in the past. Will it come into play today as he snaps off that nasty Saito suplex? First cover, falls in, hooks the leg. Blanco out at about 1.5. Not giving him much satisfaction. And there it is, right to the eyes, inside the mask. Pulls him up, blinded him right before hitting the Jersey Turnpike. Falls into the cover one more time. Ref down for the count. Blanco out at 2.5. It's getting closer now. Facebuster right to the knee. We've seen it before. We're gonna see it again. Steve going for sudden death. And no, Blanco shoves him away. Saw it coming. Both men back to their feet. Blanco sent into the corner now. Nasty knife edge chop in the corner by Steve Taylor. Falls into the cover. Forcing Blanco to use that energy to kick out. Kick right to the spine. Blanco not getting much offense here. Outside of snapping off that Hurricane Rana and a couple of reversals, has been nothing from Blanco. Snapmares him over one more time. Looks like we could be taking a trip to the rear side of Chinlock Island. That sounds dirtier than it should. Steve Taylor's looking to wear him down, putting the pressure on the neck. Blanco has to get out of this hold. Steve releases. Another snapmare right to that knee. And pulls him up for yet another Jersey Turnpike. Things not looking good for Blanco. Able to grab the ropes. Great ring awareness there. Going for sudden death one more time. Caught him clean. Falls into the cover. Back press. Hooks both legs. And it's over. Steve Taylor picking up the victory. Blanco never really got out of the blocks here. There you see that Saito suplex. Dropped him right on his head. Blanco showing some resiliency, kicking out at 1.5, but the beating would continue, including digging his eyes right into that mask before hitting him with a Jersey Turnpike. Blanco would be able to kick out of that. Even looked like he had it there, throwing him off of the sudden death. But he would get caught. And after that big knife edge chop, Steve Taylor would go to work. and would finish it off with sudden death. Spikes him. It's over. Things not looking good for Los Reyes going into Smokeout. But speaking of Los Reyes, we have not seen the last of that group tonight, as there will be a rematch from last week's Throwdown. As Showtime goes one-on-one with Fuerte, he demanded the rematch, saying the only reason he lost is because Zero was involved. Fuerte quick to accept this match. These two have had great matches in the past. We will see how this one turns out. Will Showtime get his revenge? Or will Fuerte prove that it was just a matter of time before he falls to Demon Horns? Showtime, of course, looking forward to Smokeout. His shot at the Super Junior Championship. Trying to become a 3-time champion this season. The only person to be a 3-time champion this season if he's able to win. And the obligatory tweet before walking out. Showtime still representing Grove Street after that match at TakeOver. I said TakeOver. I have wrestling on the brain. Uprising Survival. And our entire pyro budget is gone already. Nobody else has pyro tonight. And the half-dead legend makes his way into the arena. as we get set for the rematch. Showtime versus Fuerte starts now. Bell rings. This is Falls Count Anywhere. No disqualification, no count out, no excuses. Fuerte using that strength back Showtime into the corner. Referee asking for the break, and we get it. There's a measure of mutual respect between these two. Showtime goes into the side headlock, transitions into the wrist lock. Working on that left arm of Fuerte. Fuerte rolls out, hammerlock into the side headlock of his own. Showtime backs him up off the ropes, sends him off opposite side. Fuerte coming back in. Showtime drops, goes for the hip toss, blocked. There's the hip toss from Fuerte. There is nothing Fuerte can't do. He can mat wrestle, he can strike, he can fly. And he has some pretty mean suplexes as you see that T-bone off the rebound. And a stomp right to the guts. Showtime to the outside, trying to stop Fuerte from getting that weapon, but Fuerte dodges the strike, and Showtime eats a kendo stick shot right to the head. German announce team getting out of the way. They know things can get dangerous. There's the roundhouse kick from Fuerte, putting the boots to Showtime early. Lifting knee strike. There's another, and a third. Showtime trying to get back in it, but sent right into the announce table. Fuerte falls into the cover, hooks the leg. Showtime out at one. Goes for that figure four neck lock. Showtime able to fight out, back to his feet. Things could get violent here. Showtime back steps away from that heel kick. Picks up the chair. Now the chair's back down. Electric chair drop coming. No, drops him. Rolling elbow right to the base of the skull. Fuerte showing some innovation there. Strikes from Showtime. Gets caught with a jawbreaker coming in. Fuerte continually throwing those big shots. There's the enziguri that drops Showtime. Back into the cover. Hooks the leg. Showtime staying alive, kicking out at two. Showtime sent back into the ring now. Fuerte drops that elbow. Follows it with a leg drop, brother. Turns him around. Showtime playing a little possum there as he gets that up kick right to the jaw. Go behind. Back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful move there from Showtime's got to get this advantage going. He's standing there just waiting for Fuerte to get back to his feet. Gets caught with a spin kick and a rolling elbow, this time to the face. Fuerte looking to fly, possibly that shooting star press. And he does not disappoint. Falls into the cover, hooks the leg. Showtime still in it, kicks out at two. Drops that knee right to the spine and rib cage. Caught the whole back and side with it. Another up kick from Showtime. Gets caught coming in though. There's a snapmare. And we're taking a trip right back to Chinlock Island. This time, the regular side of the island. Wearing down Showtime. Thank you, sir. Showtime back to his feet, caught. There's the butterfly. Into the suplex with the bridge on the tippy toes. Fuerte picks up the victory, proving it was no fluke and it was not because of Zero. He put a beating on Showtime on the outside. A kendo stick shot to the face. A chair thrown into the forehead. A couple of big strikes. There's the enziguri that dropped him right onto the chairs. I almost said stairs. Not much offense at all from Showtime. As you see the spin kick into the rolling elbow, followed up with this picture-perfect shooting star. Had time to grab the ankles on the way down. The man's got springs in his legs. He is something else. Give it to Showtime. Able to kick out of high-impact maneuver after high-impact maneuver. But after being worn down with that chin lock, he would get caught with the aggression and walk right into the grip of Fuerte with that absolutely perfect bridging butterfly suplex. The half-dead legend looks to lead his team to victory at Smokeout. And I'm going to say it again. It'll be Los Reyes versus the Triple Threat. Fuerte has called out Jeff Powell. Jeff Powell said he will be in that match. Our card is officially finalized for Smokeout and our pre-show. We're not done here yet, folks. Co-main event. That's right, co-main. We're giving the Young Bucks a shot to main event. Not the way Ring of Honor and New Japan do. Different Young Bucks. As the World Heavyweight Champion, Trustin Banks, and his number one contender, the man who won the Against All Odds Battle Royal, Jay Bake, go one-on-one one last time before Smokeout. This rivalry has basically been dominated by Bake. While Banks has a few victories over the last 2 months, Bake's victories have been, how can I put it? I don't necessarily want to say more dominant, although last week he did beat him in 2 minutes. So yeah, I guess dominant's the way to say it. Banks wins close matches. Bake wins by dominance. Also, we've noticed that Winchester has not been with Banks. That may have something to do with it as Banks is in the ring. Bake makes his way down. We're not going to wait for the bell to ring. Banks to the outside, scoops him with the double leg into the hands. Reversal by Bake, throwing the rights. Both men on the outside brawling. We don't even have a bell yet. Drop toe hold, almost caught him on that guardrail. Bake getting back to his feet, getting stomped by the champion. Overhand right. Banks is looking to take it to Honky Kong. There's the elbow. Oh, excuse me, there's the elbow. There's the leg drop. There's the bell. The match officially begins. And Banks wasting no time, going right into that snap reverse DDT. Down for the count. Bake kicks out with authority. Nasty forearm strike from the champion. Puts him on the ropes. There's the clothesline. I have never seen Trustin Banks fly. Tonight is the night. Off the ropes. Flippity-dippity! Right through the ropes with the suicide dive. Bake is not getting out of the blocks here. Banks now with the right hands. Now just paintbrushing him. Catches him again with that drop toe hold on the floor. Bake seems out of sorts here tonight. There he goes. Blocks the strike. Big haymaker. Now he has him up. Nasty back elbow shot. Banks sent right into the guardrail. Bake not taking kindly to being dominated at the beginning of this match. Now breaking the count. He wants this victory the right way. Sent into the corner. Banks looking for a follow-up. Big boot out of the corner by Bake. Catches him. Russian leg sweep. Falls into the cover. Forearm right to the face. Banks able to roll that shoulder at 2.5, but there wasn't much behind that kick out. I think Bake really rocked him with that haymaker. Overhead forearm. Banks now looking to take advantage. Yanks him around. Snapmare into the center of the ring. Rake of the eyes. Bake. Vision distorted. Gets caught with that pump handle suplex. Look at the strength from your champion, folks. Bake back to his feet. Gets caught. Modified brainbuster there. Didn't get all of it. Claws into the cover. And Bake again with authority throws Trustin Banks off of him. Oh! Rocked him with a European uppercut. Took Bake off his feet into the cover. Bake wasted all his energy on big shots, trying to get the knockout blow. Banks a little smarter with his fight. Snapmared into the center of the ring, and we're taking a trip back to Chinlock Island. No. Banks making his way back to his feet. Elbow. Breaks the hold. Has him hooked. Side effect. Banks having a little problem getting back to his feet. Looking to set up the trust fund. Has him hooked. Trust fund right on the logo. That could be it. Back press high on the shoulders. And Trustin Banks with the victory leading into their championship match. These two men will main event Smokeout. And could we have seen how the match ends here tonight? Banks has a chair. Tired of this rivalry that's been going on. Wearing Bake out with that chair. Banks wants to end this season as Super Junior champion. I said Super Junior. World Heavyweight champion. I can't get things in my head. Things are crazy. The match was ridiculous. The man challenging for the Super Junior title keeps tweeting. I don't know what's going on anymore. Now I'm going to talk about the hybrid title, and I'll call this the women's title. I don't know what's going on. WTF. Fucking it all up. Hybrid champion, the real deal, Logan Neal. One-on-one with his top contender, Bryce Warren. The man who has absolutely made a name for himself as of late. He's been endorsed by Bake. He's been endorsed by Iceman. His shirt says endorsed by the best, and he's proven it. We will see if any more names get added to the back of that shirt. Yep, it's Fly Guy O'Clock. Don't make a logo. So both men step into the center of the ring. Nice handshake. No ill will at all between these two when it comes to this champion. This is all about respect and wrestling ability as Bryce start things off fast with that drop kick. Champion on the mat. Pulls back to his feet. Bryce now has him up, looking to end it early. Fireman's carry neck breaker. Neal glassy-eyed on the mat. Ref down for the count. Not even a one. Maybe he looks worse than he really is. Elbow right to the top of the head. Bryce looking to end it early, setting up for an ego trip. Spiked him. Rolls him over. Back press hooks that leg. And Neal rolls that shoulder at 2. Bryce throwing out those big shots early. Goes low with those kicks. Sidestep. There's that pop-up European uppercut. The champion coming out of nowhere with the strike. Bryce out at 1. Front face lock. Bryce puts the champion on the ropes. Neal sent opposite side on the way back. Dodges the drop kick. Stops his momentum on the ropes. Front face lock. We look like we're going to do the same thing here. No. This time Neil sends him over the ropes. Forearm strike from Bryce on the outside. Springboard missile dropkick ducked by Neil. Looks like he might have caught his leg really weird on the mat. I don't know if he's okay as he's pulled up to his feet. Inverted backbreaker. Neil now with that elevation knee drop right to the forehead. Puts Bryce in that corner. Shoulder charges right into the guts. Some stomps. Going for that pull-out powerbomb. Into the cover, hooks the leg. The resiliency of these two men is something to behold. And we will see it not only here tonight, but at Smokeout when the championship is on the line. Neil going up top. You don't see it often. Drops the elbow right to the chest. Has him up. Shoryuken! Drops him into the elbow. Took a lot out of the champ. Falls into the cover. Hooks that leg. Bryce able to kick out. Still has something left in the tank. Sent into the corner one more time. Back elbow out from Bryce. Gets caught with another European uppercut. Bryce now bouncing back. Sends him into the corner. Corkscrew split leg moonsault. Into the cover. Lateral press. Hooks the leg. And Neil able to kick out. Sent into the corner. Pushes him in. Catches him on the rebound. Nasty German suplex. Pulls him away from those ropes. Is he going for a cover? Yes. Falls in. Bryce kicks out at 2 again. Elbow right to the top of the head. Logan just stalking him. Now setting it up. Could we see a deal breaker? Has him hooked. Plants him center of the ring. Falls into the cover. Back press. Leg hooked. And the champion picks up the victory. Tonight has been the night for the champions. Will this be what Smokeout looks like? All 3 champions on today's show have won. And it looked like it wouldn't be that way in this match, as right from the get-go, fireman's carry neck breaker. Neil would be able to kick out, but he would get caught with an ego trip. That snapmare driver, he calls the ego trip. High on the shoulders. And then this barrage in the corner, the shoulders into the gut, then the stomps, and then he'd pull him out with that sit-out powerbomb. Showtime claims he walks out 3-time Super Junior champion. And right here, Warren back to his feet, just in time to be hooked with a deal breaker. Look how high he is on the shoulders, putting pressure with that leg hook. And the real deal, Logan Neal, walks out of Mayhem main event with the victory. And we are ready, folks. We are just days away from Smokeout. We're going to push Throwdown up to Wednesday. so that we can give our competitors ample time. So, for all the boys and girls in the back, everybody watching around the world and in this arena tonight, for the future of high-class wrestling with Bryce Warren and the real deal Logan Neal, I have been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth. B.I. Double signing off. We're going to see you on Wednesday for Throwdown.